Man, I came home and I had only done $200. I'm getting emotional remembering that. I had spent so much time pricing
Yeah.
this out, and I was, like, overwhelmed. I was burnt out at work. I needed that win in my life.
When did you know, and then I'll give my answer, but when did you know that it was like, "Okay, I think I'm ready to try a 75 to 100 table show," because the difference between a 30 and a 60 table show is minimal. That next step up is probably that 80 to 120, 75 to 125 table show.
I, um I remember the exact moment. I had just done that small show, and it was a week where our family really needed me to sell some cards. I'll just
Yeah.
leave it at that. And I came home and I had only done $200. I'm getting emotional remembering that. I had spent so much time pricing
Yeah.
this out, and I was, like, overwhelmed. I was burnt out at work. I needed that win in my life. I know it sounds silly, but I know that there's guys watching this that
Yeah.
and I came home and I cried in front of my wife, and I felt even more stupid that here I am crying because I couldn't sell enough cards because I was gonna do it and I couldn't. I was pouting about it. I don't remember that, but I remember like that next Monday, I woke up and I was just like, "Oh, we ain't going out like that." And if I was willing to have that experience with something where I didn't have a lot of extra time to invest in that and believed that I was going to learn this, I was gonna let myself quit on this so quickly. That's when I knew, like, I kinda love this shit. I think I really do love doing this because to evoke that kind of emotion out of me over
Mhm.
something that was just an extra thing that maybe didn't even matter. In hindsight, I look back at that like nobody at home was upset. Nobody at home was mad.
Yeah.
That was something I had put on myself, but I wanted this. That was when I realized I want this. I want to
Yep.
do this. I don't know what capacity, but for me, it was the failure that was like, no, like my superpower, you know this, Gary. I am a cockroach. That's it. I'm a resilient dude. I deal with stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's come my way, and I just stick around and keep going through it
Yeah.
and come out the other side of it. And so it was failure for me. I remember that show vividly. I remember my wife putting her hand on my back, comforting me, and I'm like, I'm such a freaking loser. I'm being emotional about how I did this card show. Why does this matter so much to me?
Yeah.
And I remembered something I had heard back in the day when I was in some leadership and some ministry stuff. And it was like, what keeps you up at night? What do you care
Yeah.
about? There's probably a reason for that,
Mhm.
So that's my very emotional TED talk about it.